All right, I was on eBay the other day. You know how bad that is, being on eBay. And I found something, and I want you all to tell me. I'm going to try. I don't know. We'll see if I can turn it on. But I want you guys to tell me what you think about the value of this purchase. So I'll just start with, it started out as $75 on eBay. Shipping was about $20. It wasn't that bad because it was the next state over, which was really nice. If it's an option, I always suggest a different price or whatever that's called. Make an offer. Make an offer. There we go. And I made an offer for not $75, but $60. So I dropped $15. That's a lot to ask of somebody. And I was kind of surprised it came back as quickly as it did. Yes. Because it had been online for a while, and I would be surprised if somebody didn't. But so you guys get to decide whether I got a good deal or not. All right, let's open her up. This box is almost too big for this studio right now. And I got the Mislov knife here, which is nice. Oh, I need to give you the view, don't I? Sorry. There we go. Let you guys kind of watch what's going on here. So far, seems packaged. The seller was a 100% seller or whatever, so I'm hopeful that, you know, I got what I paid for. All right, well, great. We do have the obligatory peanuts. All right, here we go. Here we go. You ready? The big reveal. Look at this. Oh man, let me see if I can do this without spreading peanuts everywhere. All right, I'm just cleaning off the static peanuts here. Hold on. I tell you, the things we suffer through as retro computer enthusiasts. Number one, the styrofoam peanuts. Hate these things. Hate them, especially because it's staticky down here. All right, so let me put this down so I don't accidentally dump it. Sorry, I'm a little OCD when it comes to cleanup, so I'm kind of right now cleaning up down here. Hang on just a second. Okay, here we go. Yes. Check it out, guys. Woo! Look at the box. Okay, so we have to remember this box. Now this was, and I don't know if you can see it, this has the original price tag. It looks like it came from, I cannot read that, something in company, $239.99, 240. So this is a full, almost like a full price purchase box back in the day. Serial number on this one is 713658. The box is in really, you know, when you consider the time, it's in really good shape. All these great cartridges for the VIC-20 and have had these forever. Now I have a VIC-20. As a matter of fact, I have 4 in various states of repair. 3 of them do not work. They're parts only. And I got 1 working from 3. And it's just barely working. And I know I could get in there and do some things. But this one was said to be working. And it looks like it's really lightly used. But all these cartridges, I have Avenger, Gorf. Are these bringing back memories, folks? So again, the VIC-20 was my first computer. And look, check this out. I even have a 16K memory expansion card for the VIC-20. I also have another 16K for the VIC-20. Really cool. I have Adventureland right here. I have Seawolf. Hey, and not to be outdone, I even have a 8K RAM cartridge. These came with all those other VICs I found. And I got all those for $100. I got 4 of them non-working for $100, but it was all the stuff that I really was after. Never heard of this one. The Sky is Falling. Know this one. Mole Attack. Remember getting beat by this many times. Sargon 2 chess. So those are here, and we're going to see if maybe we can turn this thing on. We're going to give that a shot if we can do that. All right, so here we go. I'm going to open it up. Oh my gosh, he did not tape it. Oh, he did. He taped it. Or somebody taped it. Oh man, I wish I hadn't done that. Look, they put tape on my box. Tape on my box. All right, probably did not know what they had. My guess is this seller, because this seller had all kinds of stuff, probably did not know what this was, which is why I got it. It's probably been sitting in their inventory and they're like, well, am I going to get rid of this thing? And then they probably felt like some schmuck offered me just enough money to say, yeah, I'll take it. But as you can tell, the box is really in good shape. All right, let's go back over here to this view here. Okay, opening it up. Let's see what we have inside. Oh my goodness, more peanuts. Holy cow, what do we have here? All right, looks like we've got some things in here. Let me get my box out because I'm gonna throw these peanuts into the peanut thing. We're missing some of the packaging from the original box, but that's, I can understand that. All right, let me pull this out here. Throw this over here. We have some extra things in here I don't know that I knew were in here. Oh man, that does look, oh, check this out. Oh, I love this. Look at this, folks. Oh my, this is cool. Hold on. All right, box is nice and clean. I'm going to protect this box. I have another box for the VIC-20, but this one is probably the best I have. I might actually go ahead and get some laminate and put on this to protect it. I'm thinking about that. All right, here's the computer itself. All right, let's see what's in all here. We should have power supply and some other things. Let's go ahead and, oh, let me show you this first. This was, check this out, the Commodore price list. VIC-20 system peripherals, VIC modem, joystick, two-player game paddles, which I have. I have the paddles back over there, which is kind of cool. Memory expansion cartridges, I have a couple of those. Interface, I do have a VIC modem. I wish I could figure out how to do something with that. Recreational games on cartridge, look at this. This is so cool. I need to scan this and get this to you all in my Discord so that you can take a look at it. If you're interested in that, let me know. But I can quickly scan this with my phone and get you some copies so that you can take a look at it. Really nice. Which tells me that this has really been taken good care of. Here's product shipping specifications. Looks like somebody was printed out Space Intruders on the, oh my goodness, look at this. On their printer, check it out. This is Space Intruders. This might be a, do you want instructions here? Look at that, wow. This is Bowling Alley. What's this one? This one is, doesn't say, welcome to the game of Cram. It says right here, Cram. I love this. Look at this. I kind of want to just frame these and put these up in my office. Wouldn't that be cool? Hustle, written by Peter Trefonis. Oh man, look at that. That right, I'm telling you, that right there would be worth, I don't know why. I just think that that's worth 70. that's worth $65 right there. I hate to say that. Very neat. Okay, I need to protect that. That needs to be protected. All right, now let's see what we have in here. Let's grab this. This is really nice. Oh, look at this. Looky, folks. This is in good shape too. Check this out. So here's all of our parts and pieces. And these look pretty clean. So I won't break these out. Well, there's a cable in here. Let me grab that because I want that cable. All right, first of all, the best computer manual ever written for a personal computer was the VIC-20. Oh my, this one, look at this, guys. This is in fabulous condition. I have one, but it's not nearly in as good a condition as this. Look at this. Oh man, I'm feeling like I need to do a VIC-20 user's guide series when I get done with the Mega 65. What do you guys think? Should I do a VIC-20? That would really be nostalgic for me. Look at that. That is wonderful. Such good quality. Oh my. Again, I have one, but the cover's ripped off. As a matter of fact, it looks like this on the outside. So this is great. This gets me to the point where, yeah, this thing is an amazing shape considering where it's probably been. Let's see, what else do we have in here? We have a sheet of paper here that says, oh, what's this? Other devices. Oh, it's the, they've actually included a modern cable for connecting. How perfect is that? I don't think this thing's ever been used. It's still got the original thing on it. Look at that. And then we've got our RF adapter here. So this is great because I was thinking about trying to turn this thing on today. And I have a cable. Now I've already attached a cable over here, but it does say yellow to video, black to audio. So that's good. So now I've got an extra one of these. You know, it would have cost me $10, $12 just to get that by itself. So that was... So if we think about the book and everything else so far, I've already got my $60 back. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, this should be the power supply. Dude, this is like Christmas. Back in the 70s. I don't think any of my Commodores have this kind of power supply. Look at this guy. Oh, it's because it's this kind of plug, right? But this looks brand new. Man, this looks brand spanking new. Look at this. It's the Commodore AC adapter for the VIC-20. I mean, this looks brand spanking new. That is amazing. Now, we'll probably try and hook it up just to see if everything's working, but I would love to know. Now, let's check out the actual computer itself. Nicely, nicely prepared. I'm gonna have to give this guy 5 stars, or gal. I'm not sure who. Again, I think this was something somebody found, didn't know what they had, but I sure am glad I have it. So this VIC isn't the cost. No, it is not the cost reduced. This is early model. So what's amazing to me is this early model, and look how nice it looks. I mean, I think this thing sat in the box forever. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. I'm just looking at it through the plastic and it looks great. Wow. Sorry, I'm getting really excited because as I dig in, I'm seeing a VIC-20 that looks like it's never been used. Holy smokes. Folks, check this out. Look at this. $60. $60. There's a little bit of some dirt. Let's see. Yeah, it's just dirt, so I can clean that up a little bit. Oh, looks good. Wow. See a little bit there. Very nice. Let's see. Let's check our back here. I probably will open it up and try and clean it, but man, everything looks really, there's a little bit of dirt in here. You can see that, just a little bit of dust right there. A little something flaky right there. Get that out. But I probably will open this up and go in, but this is just incredible. Look, it's still got the feet and they're rubbery. The serial number again was 713658. So I'll be researching a little bit on this. And it's gold label. I know, I like it. I like it. Let's go ahead and hook it up. So I'm going to use the original power supply. I've got these rubber bands on here. I'll go ahead and pull that off. I don't usually like to use rubber bands. I'll go ahead and put Velcro on these. So we'll go ahead and get rid of those. Throw those away. And we'll plug this into here. Oh, I so remember that. And it's got the little switch right here. You know, the one big chunky switch. Let's see. Oh man, I can't flip the switch. Uh-oh. Oh no. The switch isn't flipping. Oh, there it goes. Man, it's hard. Oh, I think I just broke the switch. I think I just broke the switch. I moved it over and it didn't turn on. I mean, it just kind of chunked. I don't know. This may not work. This may require more than, I may have to replace the switch on it. Daggone it. It was hard to push. All right, well, let's just see what happens. Oh, no, it's working. It's working. It's just really weird. Let me show you. That switch, I'm still thinking I'm probably gonna have to do something. You can see the switch there. If I flip it off here, it's off, but the switch is really sensitive. See, I can just barely push it and the power comes on. But it is coming on. Okay, so then let's go ahead, and I do have the plug over here that I've already plugged in through the capture card, anticipating that we might be able to do this. This one is, all right, there we go. I had the wrong, I brought the wrong cable out. All right, then we'll run over here. Yellow and then black is for audio. Now this will probably only come out of one channel. So let's see if we can pull up our retro view here. And we're going to turn it on. Yeah, I'm going to have to fix that switch. The switch down here that turns it on, sometimes you can hit it and sometimes you can't. So there's something going on. There it is. Now it's on. All right. Here you go. Check it out. It is working, folks, and I think I can do a 4x3 on this. There we go. And get it to where it needs to be. Check that out. That looks really good. The screen looks good too. I mean, it's got a little bit of gel bar, but all right, let's try something here. We'll do the hello world, right? There we go. Check it out. Slow it down for you by hitting the control. How about that, folks? So let me hit run, stop, restore. And let's list. Keyboard feels really good. It's tight. Let's check everything, make sure everything's working here. Everything on that row is working. We'll throw a cartridge here in a minute and we'll see how that's working. Yep, got to get me one of them penultimate cartridges. Definitely got to get a penultimate cartridge. And the last row. Man, those feel good. Yeah, we're good. We are good, folks. Everything's working there. Let's try a cartridge. I do have a joystick. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's use the wireless joystick. So we're going to use the Amiga wireless joystick here. Not the Amiga, I'm sorry, the Atari wireless joystick. We will plug that one in. This Commodore VIC-20 has just the single port, right, for the joystick. Let's go ahead and turn the power off and we'll try a game. I'll pick one first. Anybody from the games I showed you, do you want to see any of them? I'm going to start with, I think I'm going to start with Gorf. That was always, I think, a good one. So let's start with Gorf. And let's see if it works. This is this cartridge is in really good shape too. It's clean. Looks like it's barely been used. Let's see. Let's plug this in. Oh man, don't you remember this from back in the day? Did you know a VIC runs about 10% faster than a C64? Probably because it doesn't have to push as many pixels, right? All right, cartridges in. I'm having a really hard time getting this switch to flip. I'm gonna have to play around with that. I'm afraid. That is weird. There we go. Got it. Okay. So, oh no, this is going to be one of those ones where I have to type sys something another. Can somebody find out what the sys command, sys32578, is that it? So I'll go ahead and hit this. I used to remember it. I used to have it in my mind. I used to have all these in my mind, right? I don't think all these auto-booted, folks. I do remember back in the day, you had to sys many of these games. Let's see if this one does it. It did not. It is not booting, folks. Let's try another one. Okay, that one flopped in there pretty nicely. All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah, here I am having problems with that switch again. There we go. All right. Now see, that one didn't pop up either. We might be. Let me. Yep. We've got something wrong with the cartridge port or these cartridges. I will have to do something to fix that. So looks like it's not working. Yeah, the NES trick. Yeah, I could do that. Look how clean those look. I mean, there's not much. So that's maybe now. Now, admittedly, the seller did not show a cartridge installed. Let's try something else that's a little bit different. I think if I put a RAM cartridge in, will that bump up the RAM from the boot screen? Is that how that works? Let's see. Oh man, it is tight too. There we go. All right, let's try this one here. So I've still got the same memory, and I don't remember if that were the case or not, or if it showed you a different memory from, or if you had to activate that somehow. I don't believe so. I believe your memory just bumped up, right? Yeah, that's why I thought it should show 11K. Yeah, exactly. So it looks like I've got some cartridge issues, folks. That's kind of minimal, though. I think that's something I can work through, but I do want to get that working because part of the reason I want this is I wanted to play these cartridges. And of course, if I got the penultimate cartridge, that's not going to work either. All right, that one kind of went in there pretty easy. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it's not. It is not working, folks. Okay, so what did we learn? Let's go ahead and start wrapping things up. What did we learn today? Well, today we learned, ladies and gentlemen, that Commodore's still a thing. Everybody's excited about it. And obviously, I'm still excited about it because I'm purchasing old tech still today. Still, I think it's a good deal. Again, I think there's just something I'll do my research on that cartridge port. I'm sure it could just be something dirty, something stuck in there. I'll figure that out. But everything else is working fine. We're getting the screen that we hope for, and everything's working there. So again, it's probably just a little something I need to work on, but it at least is a bit better than the VIC-20s I've had. So I think it's still a good deal. I'll work on it. The port, yeah, it probably just needs cleaning. I'll get some alcohol and some stuff and scrub in there and see if I can figure out what connection isn't going. I'll also pull the cover off anyway. I do need to do a deep clean of it, and I'll do that. Anyway, I still think I got a pretty good deal. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Do you still think it's a pretty good deal for 60 bucks? Again, for just the look of this thing and the manual and some of the extra stuff that came with it, I think I got a good deal. And these are the types of deals you don't come by very often. If you want to support the channel, don't forget you can leave a super chat down below. We didn't do that during this live stream, but if you're interested in doing that, you can support the channel that way. I did talk about during my last live stream about probably moving my Buy Me a Coffee. Probably will continue to do that. And still thinking about killing that and going to only YouTube memberships. By the way, if you would like to support with a YouTube membership, you can do that down below now. There's a $5 a month option. I will start to work on expanding those within the next couple of months to get all my levels in there. So we have our VIC-20 level, C64 level, 128 level, and Mega 65 levels in there. So, oh, pet level. We had the pet level too. So I need to get all those levels and see if I can do that so that you guys can continue to contribute. That'll make my life easier if I do it that way. Again, it kind of cuts the revenue, but it's not about the revenue. It's about making it easier for me to allow you to support. The other thing I did give some more thought, if you'd like to join the Discord, one of the things I do on the Discord is we try and let people come in who are committed to supporting the channel. Some of you have done that through super chats on a regular basis. So I'm going to start thinking about if you give a certain level as a super chat, then we're going to let you in the Discord because we'd love to have you in there and let this conversation continue all the time. There is a lot of fun stuff in there. Evil Jay is a great contributor. Jamie's Hack Shack has his own channel in there. So if you're interested in the things he does, he posts a lot of stuff that he's working on, which is fun. We have a channel for every Commodore computer. We have a behind the scenes where I'll post things. I'll be traveling in a couple of weeks. I'll be sharing some really fun pictures there. So if that's something you're interested in, if you join down below and get a YouTube membership, email me afterwards, retrocombs@icloud.com, and I'll get you in the Discord, okay? If you are on Discord, send me a note on Discord, a DM on Discord at retrocombs, and let me see if I can just add you manually. But I'll need your Discord username, okay? So there's a couple of ways we can do that. Let's get that worked out because it'd be good to have you in there. I think I've said enough, okay? But for those of you who've hung along this long, thank you. You can leave your comments about everything we've talked about today down in the video comments down below, so feel free to do that. And I would appreciate it if every one of you maybe goes down there and leaves a little comment too, because that helps us get the word out there. All right, that's it for me, Retrocombians. I am out of here. RetroCombs out. See you later and see some of you in the Discord. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining. It was a blast.